Hey, what's up guys? It's me Tato back again with recipes that make you wanna cook. On today's video, we are making these delicious tartlets. Stay tuned. Let's get started guys, and as usual, I will leave all the ingredients in the description box down below. For this recipe, you're gonna need some biscuits and you're going to crush them. You can either use a blender or whatever that you have at hand to crush the biscuits into fine crumbs. Once that's done, you're gonna add your melted butter in there until the biscuits are fully saturated with the butter and can hold shape when you hold them with your hands. Now, as you can see, the biscuits are fully saturated and they can hold shape once you squeeze them in your hand. You're gonna take your muffin tin and you're gonna portion out the biscuits into the compartments. Once that's done, you're going to shape the biscuits according to the shape of the muffin tin or pan. You can also use the square muffin or mini bread loaf tin if you like, honey. You can just play around with it. And you're going to make sure that your biscuits are partially or almost the same size. You want to keep them neat as well, just so they look cute and beautiful. Once that's done, you're gonna place them in the freezer and basically forget about them. Now we're going to make the cream part of the dessert. You're going to go ahead and add some milk into your pot and bring to a simmer. To add flavor to the milk, you're going to go ahead and add your cinnamon stick. If you don't like cinnamon, you can also do some vanilla bean or whatever flavors that you can possibly infuse in there. Once simmering, switch off your stove and set aside. For the custard part, you're going to add your egg yolks and sugar, and you're going to cream the egg yolks and sugar until the sugar has completely dissolved. Once the sugar has dissolved, you're gonna go ahead and add your corn flour or maizena and continue to cream until everything is smooth. Once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and temper our eggs with the hot milk. By now, the hot milk has been cooling down for a bit, so it's not so hot. We temper the eggs by adding a little bit of the hot milk into the eggs, a little bit of it at a time, so that we do not give the eggs chance to curdle or cook or become scrambled eggs. So we want the eggs to take on the temperature of the milk so that it is easier to work with and to make a smooth custard. So I decided to turn my mixture into a bigger bowl and I added the rest of the milk in there. Now once the eggs have taken the temperature of the milk, you can go ahead and add the rest of the milk and mix it through. Once that's done, you're gonna put back the mixture into your pot and you're going to bring it into a simmer on very low heat whilst constantly stirring. Don't take any minute and look away like I did. Please keep stirring until this is completely thick, just like this. Okay, you want it smooth, honey, so be patient and keep stirring on low heat, honey. Once that is thick to your liking and everything is done, if you have a little bit of lumps, you can use your spatula to try and crush the lumps. Once that's done, you're gonna add it into a bowl, a refrigerator safe bowl, and you're going to let it cool down for about 10 minutes on your countertop. After 10 minutes, you're gonna take your cling wrap or plastic wrap and you're going to make sure that you cover the custard so that it does not form a crust on top whilst in the refrigerator. You're gonna go ahead and refrigerate for a minimum of 2 hours. Now that we have our biscuit base, we have our custard, you're going to go ahead and add your whipping cream and a little bit of some corn flour. This is just to stabilize the cream so that it does not melt easily, right? And it will hold shape way better. You're going to go ahead and whip your cream until stiff peaks and it can hold a little bit of shape. Now that our cream is looking nice and whipped, honey, very fluffy, you're going to go ahead and take your custard that's been resting in the fridge for a minimum of 2 hours, guys, and you're going to go ahead and stir it to loosen it up a little bit. Now we're going to make something that is called pastry cream. Pastry cream, it is basically a custard that is mixed with whipped cream. So yes, you're going to add your whipped cream into your custard. Just make sure that you're gentle when you're adding it in there. You're using the folding method or the folding motion, whereby you just fold and tuck it in, fold and tuck it in. So you want to make sure that you do that so that you don't destroy the air and fluffiness that we've whipped into the cream, so that our custard or pastry cream is fluffy, it's airy, and all sorts of delicious, right? So tuck it in, fold, tuck it in, fold, tuck it in, just like so, honey, until it is nice and incorporated. You will see that the custard has also become so fluffy, it is lighter, it is airy, it is so delicious. And just like so, you're gonna put it in the fridge just to rest a bit. Now that we have done everything, all the components are ready, you're going to take out your biscuit base or your tartlets, sorry. Because you've been freezing them, you want to give it some roughness. You just want to become roughness. There, you can take out your frustrations there. And you're going to place them in a plate, and we're going to go ahead and start assembling everything. Now, I did put my pastry cream in a piping bag with a star nozzle, and I'm going to pipe it any shapes that I want. These were the shapes that I wanted to go for. You can also use any piping bag you want. If you don't have any piping bag and tips, you can just go ahead and scoop it in, honey, using a tablespoon. Now I did fill out the tartlets on top because I wanted to be fuller. And we're going to finish off with some black figs. I made a red wine fig sauce. If you want the recipe of the sauce, please do check out the previous video that I posted. It is already uploaded on the channel, honey. And that is how you finish. You're going to finish off with the sauce. Oh, honey, this is a delicious, a delicate dessert to make. It's a little bit complicated, not really complicated, it's just it takes a lot of time and a lot of components, but the proof of the pudding is in the tasting, honey. I hope you tried this recipe, and I hope you let me know how it turned out, and I hope to see you on the next one.